Hello everyone and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. I am Hemant and I am here to discuss with you an extremely important news which is crucial to be known by every defense aspirant. In a sign of growing closeness between India and the United States amid conflict with China, the Indian Navy has inducted two Predator drones from an American firm on lease for carrying out surveillance in the Indian Ocean region and which can be also be deployed along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. This is going to be considered a very important, extremely game changer for the territorial surveillance and maintaining the integrity and security of our country. So these are the Predator MQ-9B Sea Guardian drones. The complete details regarding this information I am going to give you in this particular session. Before starting, I would like to remind you that if in case you are an extremely important defense aspirant preparing for the upcoming defense examinations like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INA, Territorial Army or Airman Group X, Group Y or even the Central Armed Police Forces Assistant Commandant's examination, I highly recommend you to download the SSB Crack Exams learning app. You can even go through our website and you can even follow through the most important ones which are mentioned in our courses. You can subscribe to your favorite course and start off with your preparation, wherein which these courses will include thousands of important lectures, study materials, some practice questions and very important informative content which will be crucial for your examination preparation. You can even follow us on all sort of social media platforms which will be very crucial and important, wherein which you can get these important defense inputs that I'm trying to discuss in this particular session. Beginning with, I have to go through the latest update with first and foremost thing, I'm reiterating the news that Indian Navy, it has inducted, how many? It has inducted two American Predator B drones. These are armed drones and these are taken in lease. These are taken by lease from the American government. We have to understand that Indian Navy has taken these under the emergency procurement powers granted by the Indian Defense Ministry in view of the growing India-China tensions. So now the China and India are related towards the defense and the military issues and also banning the Chinese apps, and we are also causing a lot of harm towards the Chinese economy, also in maintaining the territorial respect, dignity and in maintaining the security of our country. It is very important and crucial that India takes up these steps, and we have to understand that Predator B drones are not acquired, they are not given to each and every particular country. These drones are given only to very specific countries that are crucial neighbors and that are very crucial countries towards the United States of America. We have to understand that these drones, they have arrived India in the second week of November and were inducted into the flying operations on November of 21st at INS Rajali, which is an Air Force Naval Air Establishment. We can say this is also called as the informally as Arakkonam Naval Air Station, which is located in Tamil Nadu. It was there at that particular place and it has came to our country on November of 21st. It has already started its flying courses and it has shown endurance for around 30 hours, which is a very crucial and appreciable one, we have to say. And regarding the technical team that is going to take up and they are taking after this particular drone is that an American crew is also arriving. It has also arrived and accompanied with the equipment, and this will support the Navy personnel in only the maintenance and in operating these machines. Understanding? So they will be only used for the maintenance related aspects and the various other technical related aspects, but all the flying operations like sortie planning, joystick control, all of these will be done by completely Indian naval team only. Okay, so after conducting these sorties, we will get some amount of data. So who will be taking up those data and where will the data be gathered? So the data will be gathered only by the Indian Navy itself, and these will be gathered once these will be declared as the exclusive property of Indian Navy. They will not be given to any other country or to any other secondary person. It will be an exclusive property of the naval personnel. We have to understand also that about what is actually this Predator MQ-9B drone and why is this drone considered to be a very crucial one, and why are we considering and going through a very particular special session by SSB Crack Exams about why is this drone very important. Is that first and foremost I would like to tell you that it is the General Atomics Aeronautical. It is this particular company that manufactures the Predator MQ-9B drones. So these are known as the Sea Guardians or Sky Guardian drones. Okay, so they have their performance over the horizon, long range endurance, medium altitude intelligence and surveillance reconnaissance missions. It can be able to do that. So having these Predator drones, it is very crucial that it is now we have an upper hand over receiving the reconnaissance and surveillance activities over Pakistan and China whenever we have to go through. And the first customer who was of the Sky Guardian drone was the Royal Air Force of the Great Britain. India now taking this drone clearly indicates about the growing and strong relationship between the US and Indian government. We should also understand about the Predator MQ-9B drones, various other characteristics. It can also be able not only just about maritime surveillance. This particular drone can also be used under anti-surface warfare, anti-submarine warfare, HADR, which includes humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations, the search and rescue operations, various other law enforcement activities like controlling the drug trafficking and completely prohibiting illegal immigration and anti-piracy operations, and also the oceanic maritime security initiatives. And there is also one more one which is under the developmental side by the General Atomics, which include the airborne countermine capability that is also being into consideration. So all of these are very specific features of the Predator MQ-9B drone. General Atomics Aeronautical Systems Integration has developed a variant of the Predator B remotely piloted aircraft series that meets the NATO standards and is in cooperation with the aviation agencies. It will subsequently meet airworthiness certification standards domestically and around the world. It leverages both Predator B RPA and certifiable ground control situation as points of departure systems and identifies and incorporates the changes needed to achieve a type certifiable system. The Royal Air Force was the very first to acquire these drones, and these are referred to as Protector by the Royal Air Force. We are considering these as the Predator drones. MQ-9B contains both hardware and software upgrades such as improved structural fatigue and damage tolerance and more robust flight control software, as well as enhancements allowing operations in adverse weather including icing conditions. Additionally, the aircraft will be designed to survive bird and lightning strikes. A highly modular and is easily configured platform with a variety of payloads to meet mission requirements. The aircraft is capable of carrying multiple mission payloads, and it also includes a state-of-the-art detect and avoid system including space, weight and power provisions to enable the retrofitting of the airborne dual-rigid radar for operation in non-cooperative airspace. I would like to give you about the performance and the various other structural characteristics of this particular drone. This drone is around 24 meters of length span, and it is of the length of 11.7 meters, and it has a turboprop engine which is a Honeywell TPE 33110 turboprop 1, and these power plant can produce about 45 kVA of power, and the backup power is 2.2 kilowatts. Regarding the maximum takeoff weight using this turboprop engine, we can say that it can lift around 5,670 kilograms, and it has a fuel capacity of 2,721 kilograms according to the General Atomics website. We have to also consider that the payload capacity is 2,177 kilograms across. It has 9 hard points, 8 are located on the wing, that means 4 on each wing and 1 is located in the center line, and it can also has internal 363 kilograms of load and external 1814 kilograms of load. Okay, so going through in detail regarding various other performance characteristics, the maximum altitude of this drone is around 40,000 feet mean sea level. Okay, 40,000 feet is that particular height wherein which a general aircraft flies. If this is a drone that is flying at a height of an aircraft and this is carrying and taking up very strategic pictures and reconnaissance related activities, we have to say that this drone is very crucial, and it is now increasing the capabilities of the Indian Navy. The maximum endurance is once flown, it can be flight continuously for around 40 hours, and the maximum airspeed is around 210 true airspeed, we have to say. It is weather capable, damage tolerant airframe is located on this particular one, and it also has lightning protection. It also has automatic takeoff and landing features. It is also fire protected engine bay, and it also has other customer specific payloads as said by the Indian Navy as of now. If we go through in detail regarding the historical performance of this particular drone, on 1st of May 2007, the United States Air Force's 432nd D Wing was activated to operate MQ-9 Reaper as well as the MQ-1 Predator drones, and they conducted the combat missions in Iraq and Afghanistan in the summer of 2007. In 2008, they were also used in the Afghanistan also, and they were also deployed by the Africa Command to the Seychelles Island for the use in the Indian Ocean anti-piracy patrols regarding that. In October of 2011, the United States Air Force began operating these Reapers out of Arba Minch Airport in Ethiopia. They were also used in Somalia, in Libya. They were also used at a station in Niamey, and they were also used in the operational serval in Malai. Also, we have to understand that in the 2013, the fleets of these MQ-1 Predator and MQ-9 Reaper UAVs, they reached around 20 lakh flight hours, And this program began in mid 1990s, taking together 16 years for them to reach 1 million flight hours. The 2 million hour mark was reached just 2.5 years later. High demand for UAVs has caused Air Combat Command to increase pilot output from 188 in 2015 to 300 in 2017 at the Holloman, we have to say. On 3rd of January 2020, very recently, a United States MQ-9 missile strike at Baghdad International Airport killed Qasim Soleimani, the commander of the Iranian Quds Force, and Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, the deputy commander of the Iraqi Popular Mobilization Forces. On 18th of August 2020, US Department of Defense announced that two of these had crashed in a mid-air collision over Syria. However, the claims from local media said that at least one drone might have been shot down by the Syrian opposition rebel fighters or the Turkish forces. It has a great operational history, and having its own pluses and minuses, these drones are now considered to be a very crucial part, and they are still said to be a very important majority game changer to our country. And this is a very crucial point that we have to understand and remember. We have to also consider in detail about where will these drones be used. As I told you in the beginning itself, in the starting, that these are used for surveillance in the Indian Ocean region. As of now, these are being used by INS Rajali in the Indian Ocean region and various other strategic areas in maintaining the dominance of the India in these naval areas and in maintaining the presence. But these can also be used, these might be used in the coming up line of actual control related areas and in maintaining the security of our country, where the borders and the situations are now, as of now, they are a little bit volatile. We have to also understand that what type of documents and through which way, which means that we have taken up this particular procurement. These are all underlined under the Defense Acquisition Procedure 2020, and they are also there under the Defense Procurement Manual of 2009, and both of them have taken into consideration. Predominantly DAP 2020 has been taken into consideration. If in case you have not gone through about DAP 2020, a complete details regarding this one I have already given in the defense updates also, so you can go through that one. So using this particular procedures and using the emergency powers given by the Defense Ministry, we have taken up in acquiring these drones in an emergency mode, and these will be helping in saving funds, and responsibility of maintenance, it also lies with the vendor as said by the sources. Okay, so that is it regarding this particular session, and I hope that this particular session was useful for you. SSB Crack Exams is always motivated to give you updated and strategic content at all times, be it national or international. So do not forget to subscribe our channel if in case you did not subscribe to us, because it is very important that you completely stay tuned with us. Please do download our Android app and follow us on all social media platforms. The links are given in the description. Always stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, be confident, keep smiling, and all the best for the upcoming examinations. Jai Hind.